Good morning, everybody. Welcome to today's 1 Million by 1 Million Strategy Roundtable for Entrepreneurs. This is part of the 1 Million by 1 Million Global Virtual Accelerator. We call it 1M by1M. Our mission is to help 1 million entrepreneurs reach $1 million and beyond in annual revenue. In support of that mission, we've been doing these free mentoring roundtables for a long time. This is the 728th session. 26th session, sorry, and we started doing these in the fall of 2008. That was an experiment which led us to launch the 1M1M program in its full form in 2010. I want to talk to you, we do not have scheduled pitches today, but I want to talk to you about something we are doing right now, which we call the Career Lifeboat strategy. And there are continuous announcements of layoffs right now, as you can see. Just yesterday, Cisco announced a big layoff. Cloudflare announced layoffs recently. You've all seen Meta, you've seen Amazon. The banks are announcing layoffs. There's just a tremendous amount of layoff messages out there at the moment. So our take is that you need to create a career lifeboat so that you don't get blindsided by layoff. I think at this point, it's fair to say that a layoff is very likely. If you work for a company, layoff is very likely. So I think you should start bootstrapping a startup with your paycheck. So keep your job, but start thinking about how to build a venture, which means that you're going to need to learn how to put one step before another as an entrepreneur. We have had a lot of success in our program. We have tons and tons and tons of case studies of bootstrapping with the paycheck entrepreneurs, which is why we propose reasonably confidently that this career lifeboat strategy of bootstrapping with a paycheck is viable. The other thing that you should keep in mind is most likely you're going to do this as a solo entrepreneur, especially if you're doing it confidentially, if you're trying to, learn things, you are possibly studying a curriculum, and you can certainly study the 1M1M curriculum to learn what it entails to start something on the side, and how do you validate, how do you ideate, and so on. The other very, very valuable quote-unquote co-founder that we can offer you in this career lifeboat strategy is the 1M1M AI mentor, which is essentially Sramana Mitra's digital mind, which the AI mentor is trained on my digital mind, on my roundtable recordings, my mentoring sessions, my writings, books, blogs, our curriculum, case studies, everything is in this digital mind AI mentor. So it can coach you, it can dialogue with you as much as you want. So it's okay if you're a solo founder, 24/7, you have Sramana Mitra in your pocket. And that is, incredibly useful as you are especially thinking about ideas, about trying to figure out what problem you want to solve, and so on. Now, I want you to also pay attention to those of you who are dialing in from various different parts of the world where English perhaps is not your most comfortable language. The AI mentor is available in 57 languages. So no matter where you're dialing from, the chances that you would be able to dialogue with this AI mentor in your own language is very high. So please, by all means, pay attention to this career lifeboat strategy. It's breaking my heart to see every day on LinkedIn, people are, posting how they have been blindsided by layoff, and you can protect yourself in that process. You can protect yourself by starting something on your own. And here's the other thing that I want you to think about. You think entrepreneurship equals financing. That's because the media is constantly talking about financing in the context of startups. That is not true. Entrepreneurship equals customers, revenues, and profits. Financing is optional, exit is optional. So the mental set with which you should start doing this career lifeboat strategy is building your livelihood. It's okay if you have a small business. It's okay if it's a services business. It's okay if it's an e-commerce business. It's okay if it's a small product business or a SaaS business or whatever. Maybe you're doing AI for solving some particular workflow that you are particularly knowledgeable in. That's all okay. As long as you make revenues and you are profitable, you can use that as a strategy for providing for your family, paying your bills, and so forth. So to us, only $1 billion company is a success is a falsehood. We don't believe this. VCs believe these. VCs believe that you have to go from 0 to 100 million in 5 to 7 years, and you have to build $1 billion valuation company, a unicorn. That is the VC mindset. But in 1Mby1M, we're an inclusive accelerator. You don't have to necessarily do this at that scale. You can do it at a small scale. You can create a small business that pays your bills, pays for your family's well-being, etc. And you build something that you have control over. The main objective is to take control of your destiny. There was a time when doing a startup was considered risky. You quit your job and do a startup, and that's considered risky. What I'm telling you is that not doing a startup while you have a job is far more risky, because you have no career lifeboat. If you get laid off, the hiring is slowing down terribly. So if you get laid off, you need to create a way to land on your feet and stay afloat in the middle of a turbulent storm. So these are, my guidance points. I will take questions in a moment. Let me just take you through. So we do entrepreneur pitches and dialoguing here normally. I'm going to tell you how to use the 1Mby1M program quickly, and then I'll take questions. So 1Mby1M is a completely virtual program. You can join from anywhere in the world. We have no problem taking entrepreneurs bootstrapping with a paycheck. We have no bias whatsoever against solo entrepreneurs. Yes, Y Combinator has a bias against solo entrepreneurs. The equity charging accelerators mostly have bias against solo entrepreneurs. We don't. We are happy to welcome you. We are happy to teach you. We're happy to coach you. We're happy to support you. So you can go to 1Mby1M.com and you can sign up for any part of the program that you like. You can sign up for the premium program, basic program, AI mentor independently. The premium program is our full acceleration program. It includes our curriculum. It includes mentoring, coaching, consulting, whatever you call it, in this kind of interactive mode. And it also includes the AI mentor. It is $1,000 annual membership fee. The basic program is curriculum only, but it also includes the AI mentor. Basic and AI mentor is a reasonable way for you to get started, especially if you're bootstrapping with a paycheck and looking for a career lifeboat. So look at the website and figure out what works for you, whether it's basic or premium or straight to the AI mentor and just starting to dialogue with the AI mentor. All of those are fine. These free roundtables are where I let you pitch once for free, and you're welcome to sign up for one of the upcoming sessions. There are 2 in May and actually all 4 weeks of June. I think we have programs. If you have questions about 1Mby1M after this program today, you can contact Irina Patterson, Irina at 1Mby1M.com. She's on our team. So does anybody have questions? We're going to have a short session today, but I'm happy to stay and answer some questions. Anybody? Yes, no? So before I conclude, there's one point that I would like to make for you, which is be careful about equity charging accelerators. We have published some very important research on how equity charging accelerators are manufacturing zombies en masse. What is a zombie startup? A zombie startup is one that has raised a lot of money, or it, basically has diluted a lot. Maybe you've raised, not that much money, $5 million, but you've already diluted yourself so much that you do not have the luxury of pivoting and raising money again, because new investors do not like a lot of dilution in the cap table. They want founders to own a chunk of the company. But right now, the early stage ecosystem has segmented. There is accelerator, equity charging accelerator, then there is pre-seed, seed, post-seed, pre-series A, series A. So by the time you get to series A, founding teams have 20% or less ownership in the company. And that's not a good place. So at that point, if you are unable to raise more money, if you're not, if you haven't hit velocity, you are in a very bad position. You cannot get an exit. And maybe you're generating a little bit of revenue, but you can't really grow. You can't really do anything with that venture. It becomes a zombie. Now, if you own the company and you're not growing very fast, that's okay, because it's paying your bills, it's providing for your livelihood, it's okay. You have control over your destiny. But if you've diluted yourself heavily, you have investors who are sitting on your head and, basically asking for returns, and you cannot give those returns, and that's when you become a zombie. So don't become a zombie. If you have a slow growth startup, it's okay, bootstrap, and then it's fine. Okay. Anybody with any questions? If not, I'm going to wrap up today quickly because I have something else to go to. I will see you next week. And for the premium members, I will see you on Wednesday at the private roundtable. Thank you for coming, folks. Bye-bye.